You are praying. You are begging. You are whispering into the night until your throat feels dry. And still, it feels like nothing is coming back. You look up and you think, Allah doesn't listen to my du'as. You don't say it loudly, but you feel it. And that feeling is a test with teeth. Listen to me. You are not crazy for feeling this. You are not weak for feeling this. You are not less spiritual because you feel this. But you are standing in front of a door, and you keep knocking on the wood while the handle is right next to your hand. And if you stay until the end, I'm going to tell you the secret, the one shift that turns your dua from a desperate cry into a key, the kind of key Ibn Arabi points to when he talks about veils, openings, and the unseen order behind delay. Because the most dangerous lie you can tell yourself is, Allah didn't hear me. No. Allah hears the whisper inside the chest. Allah hears the thought before it becomes a word. So if you feel unheard, the question is not, did he hear? The question is, what am I actually standing in front of? In the language of Ibn Arabi, there is something called a veil. Not a veil that means Allah is far. Never that. A veil that means you are not seeing how close he already is. You think silence means absence. But in the unseen, silence can mean preparation. Silence can mean protection. Silence can mean, not like this. Silence can mean, not now. Silence can mean, I will give you what you asked, but without the poison you were about to swallow with it. You are looking for an answer in one shape, but Allah answers in many shapes. Sometimes he gives you the thing. Sometimes he blocks the thing because it would break you. Sometimes he delays it because your timing would ruin it. Sometimes he replaces it with something you didn't have the imagination to ask for. And sometimes, this is the hardest, he answers by changing you. Because you keep thinking dua is a transaction. I did the prayer. I raised my hands. Now where is my delivery? But Ibn Arabi keeps dragging the heart away from this marketplace mentality. He points you to something deeper, the relationship between the servant and the real. You are not ordering. You are turning. Dua is not you informing Allah of your need. Allah already knows your need better than you do. Dua is you admitting the truth. I cannot control this. I am not sufficient. I need the one who holds the unseen strings. So why does it feel blocked? Because sometimes what is blocked is not the gift. Sometimes what is blocked is the path you're using to reach it. Let me say it to you straight. There are two kinds of no answer that people confuse. The first is a mercy. The second is a warning. Mercy is when Allah delays because he is arranging. Warning is when you are making dua while gripping the knife that is cutting your own rope. And if you don't face this, you will pray and feel more and more bitterness, until your prayer becomes a complaint, and your complaint becomes a wall. So let's talk about the warning first. You want openings, but you feed yourself poison. You want light, but you keep choosing darkness in private. You want barakah, but your daily life is built on what drains barakah. And you may say, but I'm not a terrible person. I didn't say you were. I said you may be holding something that acts like a veil. In the spiritual language, not everything is about good or bad like a courtroom. Some things are simply heavy. Some things lower the frequency of the heart. Some things make your inner world noisy, and a noisy heart struggles to receive. So ask yourself quietly, honestly, without drama, is there something I refuse to let go of while demanding Allah gives me more? Is there a habit that numbs my soul while I ask Allah for sweetness? Is there injustice I keep doing small or large while I beg for relief? Because one of the most frightening veils is when you want Allah to fix what you won't stop breaking. And here's the other veil more subtle: impatience. You make dua, and then you measure Allah by your clock. You say, I made dua for months, as if months are heavy in the hands of the Eternal. You say, I cried, as if tears are a bargaining chip. You say, I'm trying, as if trying means you control the outcome. Listen, your sincerity is precious. Your tears are seen. Your trying matters. But your trying is not a chain around Allah's wisdom. Ibn Arabi speaks often directly or indirectly about divine wisdom unfolding through time. He reminds you that events come through the names of Allah. Sometimes the name that is manifesting is Al-Latif, the subtle, working in ways you cannot track. Sometimes it is Al-Hakim, the wise, closing the door so you don't walk into a trap. Sometimes it is Al-Kabid, the one who constricts, so your heart stops relying on everything else. And then after constriction comes expansion. But you hate constriction. You panic in it. You assume it means rejection. You don't realize constriction can be a form of intimate attention. When a father sees his child running toward fire, he doesn't politely negotiate. He grabs the child. That grabbing feels like restriction, but it is protection. Now let me take you even deeper. Sometimes the reason you feel unheard is not because Allah is far. It's because your dua has become an attempt to escape, not an attempt to return. You are not asking Allah with Allah. You are asking Allah against your current reality. You are saying, Ya Allah, remove this feeling, remove this trial, remove this discomfort. But you are not asking, Ya Allah, what are you teaching me inside this? And Ibn Arabi, this is the sharp part, keeps pointing you toward the meaning behind what arrives. Not everything that arrives is punishment. Not everything that delays is rejection. Sometimes the delay is the lesson itself. Because if Allah answered you instantly every time, you would never become deep. You would become spoiled. You would love the gifts and forget the giver. So what do you do when you pray and it feels silent? You do three things. First, you purify the channel. Not with perfection, with honesty. You look at your life and you remove what you know is blocking you. Even if it's one thing, one habit, one relationship dynamic, one source of income you know is dirty, one injustice you keep justifying, one addiction to scrolling that steals your presence. You remove one veil. Second, you change how you ask. Stop only asking for outcomes. Start asking for openings. Say, Ya Allah, if this thing is good for me, bring it with barakah. And if it is not, remove its love from my heart and replace it with what brings me closer to you. This is not you giving up. This is you becoming intelligent with the unseen. Third, you practice adab spiritual manners. Not because Allah needs manners, because you need to become the kind of heart that can hold what you're asking for. Adab means you don't demand, you present. You don't accuse, you trust. You don't pray like you're throwing stones at the sky. You pray like you're placing your face on the door of the king. And now, I'm going to give you the secret I promised. Here it is. The secret is this. Your dua is answered the moment it becomes surrender, not a lawsuit. The moment you stop using dua to prove something, and you start using dua to return. The veil thins, because many people are not making dua. They are making a case. Ya Allah, I did this. I deserve that. Ya Allah, look how hard my life is. Ya Allah, why them and not me? That energy is heavy. That energy is tense. That energy keeps you staring at the closed door instead of the one who controls all doors. But when you say, Ya Allah, I am yours. I don't understand, but I trust you. Give me what is best. Make me pleased with your choice, and don't leave me to myself. When you say that with a heart that means it, something changes. Not always outside first, inside first. And when inside changes, outside starts rearranging like iron filings around a magnet. So if you are the one who prays and feels unheard, I want you to do something tonight. When you raise your hands, don't start with your request. Start with truth. Say, Ya Allah, I feel unheard. Ya Allah, I feel tired. Ya Allah, I feel jealous of people who got what I want. Ya Allah, I feel scared. Then say, but you are all Sami. You hear. But you are all Latif. You are subtle. But you are Al-Hakim. You are wise. And ask, Ya Allah, show me the veil. Ya Allah, show me what I'm not seeing. Ya Allah, open the door you want, not the door my ego wants. And watch what happens in the days after. Not because you forced Allah, but because you finally faced the right direction. You were never praying to an absent God. You were praying while looking at the veil. Now, turn, because the one you're calling has been near all along.